So what's up everyone? In this video, the next capital city I'm about to draw is going to be Olympia, Washington. We're definitely moving right back into a smaller American state capital or American capital city. And then after that, we're going to move right back to a larger American capital city. So without any further ado, let's not waste any more time here. Let's go ahead and get to work. Olympia, Washington is situated at the southern part of the Puget Sound on Budd Inlet. The area was home to a bunch of Native Americans who were speaking this Lushootseed language for a crap load of years, and then other Native Americans started coming by and visiting the Budd Inlet land. The first recorded visit by the Europeans that came to the area in 1792 was this guy named Peter Puget and his buddies from British Vancouver expedition. And then there was this trading post called Fort Nisqually that got established during the 1830s. Then all of the trading led to farming in the area. There was this guy named Charles Wilkes who led the U.S. exploring expedition, explored the Puget Sound area during the early 1840s, and they named an inlet after one of those members, Thomas A. Budd, and the area was known as Tumwater, and this is actually the first American settlement on the Puget Sound. Then during the 1850s, the town got called Olympia after the Olympic Mountains. Olympia was part of the Oregon Territory. Then part of that territory led to the Washington Territory in 1853. There was this guy named Isaac Stevens who was the first governor of Washington Territory and made Olympia the territorial capital. In 1889, Washington Territory became Washington, the state of Washington, and Olympia became the state capital. Olympia's nickname is Oli, which is such a lame nickname. I'm sorry, Olympia. I'm sorry to those that live in this capital city are feeling offended. It's my honest opinion. They're just opinions. I'm just giving my opinion here. The city doesn't really have that many famous landmarks, so let's go ahead and mention them. We got the old Capitol building, Percival Landing Park, Capitol Lake, and the Washington State Capitol. Olympia is the birthplace of these famous people such as guitarist Zacky Vengeance, singer Shoshana Bean, and soccer player Casey Keller. I really enjoyed my time working on the drawing of Olympia, Washington. It was mostly relaxing. It wasn't that painful. I had to stretch a lot. I didn't feel like I should have stretched before I can even get to recording, but it's all good. You know how I am. I stretch a lot in my videos because I love putting my piece of my body on the line when I do these drawings, and Maybe one day I gotta do more painting videos. But I'm so into drawing. I should have known the drawing would take me over 2 hours for me to complete or fulfill. I think what made me take up a I think the perspective I had to make took up the time, and it took so long for me to create a perfect perspective of the buildings that I had to draw. And the buildings I drew, they look really nice. I had to provide the details, the shading. I drew the trees in the background. I had to make sure the trees are nice and perfect. I had to draw the mountain in the background. Everything about the drawing was just, oof. It was punching me right in the gut. Clumsy me. Well, work here is done. Okay, everyone, here's the finished capital city drawing of Olympia, Washington. We got some nice buildings. We got this big fat mountain in the background right here. I didn't feel like drawing any vehicles here. I got lazy with that because I felt like it would be a waste of time for me to do that. This is supposed to be the water. I drew some trees. I don't know if you can really tell that I drew some trees. Well, I'm sure you can tell. But I don't know if you can tell that I drew some utility poles and a few lamp posts. Drew a little bit of grass. Yeah, this wasn't that bad. I knew it would take me 2 hours, over 2 hours for me to complete. Olympia, Washington, everyone. So that is going to be the end of this video. Stay tuned for more content, and I hope this video was quite enjoyable to watch. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate your time. Feel free to subscribe to this channel. Feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I love to connect with you people. And also, feel free to follow my Facebook page. So, I will catch each and every one of you guys later.